Hello there, people of the internet. I am out here doing some penetration testing. I was given some ammunition by another YouTuber, Buffman Range. If you have not seen his stuff, I recommend going to look at his stuff because he goes in depth on so many different things that are just far beyond my capabilities. I'd like to save up for a good chronograph. I do have one, but it is just absolute trash. Today, we are having a look at this right here, particularly the projectile of this right here. This is a 7.7 Jap round, but I was not able to find a whole lot of information on this particular 7.7 Jap round. What this is, I think, is either a brass or a bronze jacket over a titanium or a tungsten core. I think it's brass and I think it's tungsten, but I saw a couple of different sources that said that they were either one. So this cartridge here, I'm not sure if it is a traditional 7.7 Jap cartridge or if it is from their 7.7 Jap semi-rimmed cartridge, which is a different cartridge with a different history and different rationale behind it. But because the 7.7 Jap cartridge is the most common known cartridge here in the United States whenever it comes to Jap cartridges besides the 6.5, I'm going to talk about the 7.7 Jap round, just so we have a little bit of context behind what we are looking at here. So I think it was like 1905, 1906, the Japanese adopted the Type 38, I believe that was the rifle, that replaced the Type 30, the Type 38 being a Mauser-designed rifle, and it was chambered in 6.5 Jap. Well, the Japanese saw that other countries like the US and Britain and whatnot were using much more powerful cartridges than the Japanese 6.5 round. They saw the benefits of it, and they decided that they felt like adopting a larger cartridge of their own. I think it was 1938 or 1939, one of those two, like right at the start of World War II, where the Japanese adopted 7.7 Jap in their Type 99 bolt-action rifles. With the adoption of the 7.7 Jap, they had a cartridge that was basically on par with that of the M2 Ball 30-06. If you have a modern 7.7 Jap, it will send a 150 grain projectile at about 2,800 feet per second. I have no idea what... I'm looking for my hat, because my hair's all in my face. Apparently I forgot it. I have no idea what the bullet weight of 7.7 Jap was back whenever they were using the cartridge. I think it was a 174 grain bullet, but I could be wrong on that. But bottom line, it's about on par with that of M2 Ball 30-06 or modern day 7.62 NATO. A lot of your old school cartridges are basically 7.62 NATO specs. So the 7.7 Jap saw use up until the end of World War II, and then NATO became a thing. Everyone joined NATO, they adopted 7.62 NATO, got rid of their old cartridges and their old rifles, and then we entered the new modern era. This right here was sent to me by Buffman Range. I'm not sure if I brought him up already. I think that I did in this particular video. And these right here have been sized down to 308 diameter. The reason they were sized down to 308 diameter is because these used to be a 312 diameter bullet, if memory serves me, either a 311 or a 312. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But these were sized down to 308, and I loaded them inside some 7.62 NATO brass. And I have these loaded to spec. This is a 168 grain cartridge, I think, and it should be essentially an AP cartridge. This being brass over what I believe is tungsten, we should see some pretty good results. But rather than make those assumptions, we're going to go ahead and test it. I only have 5 rounds, and I don't have a lot of things here to punch through, but I want to see if this stuff actually is AP, or if it just does lead core things and like spall the bullet everywhere, or if it's just like a steel core round. I don't know a whole lot about these cartridges. Like whenever I was doing research on these, I just did not see much about them. So I have this steel target, which we have been doing a whole lot of testing on now. We had some M855 and some M855A1 and some M80A1 that we have smacked this with. As a matter of fact, we can see our previous 2 shots right here on our target from those. Those are some mean little rounds, I tell you what. So now we're going to try hitting it with our 7.7 Jap AP round. I'm going to go ahead and set us up at 10 yards, and I'm going to be hiding behind cover. We're going to hit this thing, see if the round goes through. If it does go through, I'm going to make a follow-up video to this where I find some more things to punch through. I could hit my already shot ballistic gel, or I could hit this with water or something like that, but it's basically just going to behave like a full metal jacket. This is not designed to expand, it's designed to go through stuff, and I'd like to see more stuff that it can go through. So this is just like the first beginning test of this cartridge. So 168 grain, I got these loaded at 7.62 NATO specs. This is fresh brass, never fired, so we shouldn't have any issues from this 7.62 NATO Oviedo Mauser. Let me go set this up. All right, we already have 4 holes in that particular steel from previous testing. I've been shooting this steel for many years now. You can go back and see me just absolutely laying a lot of hate onto this steel as the channel has gone on. So now we're going to hit it again. Actually, I kind of don't like how angled that is. I'm going to try hitting it with one of these with how it's angled. If it just deflects off of it, nah, because I don't want to waste these. I've only got these 5 and then that's it. All right, let me fix this. All right, there we go. I'm going to be behind cover, so you guys are not going to see me shoot, but y'all should see the target get hit. So just for my own safety, that's why I'm going to be off screen behind cover. Firing. Oh boy. All right, I think that went through because I think that I saw dirt. So with this right here, we already had 4 holes inside that steel. I'm not sure if I've said that already. Let's look at this. Yeah, no signs of overpressure, no deformation. Okay, good. So we already had 4 holes inside of that steel. I'm not sure if we have a 5th one now. Let me go grab it and we'll find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is officially an AP round. Right there is our 5th hole. Hi guys, I see you. You can see the brass as it just kind of shed off from whatever core was inside of this thing as that punched right through. So now we know this 7.7 Jap ammo is in fact, oh, that's slimy and disgusting. That's from the ballistic gel. Oh no, that was so gross. I'm gonna go wash my hands now. That was so bad. I was not expecting that. Now we know that this 7.7 Jap stuff is in fact AP. I'd like to see how AP it is. I wish that I had more stuff to test with it. Ow! I have, oh boy. All right, we might send one more round here. What do I do about this? Try and rub this on this tree? No, that made it much worse. Now it's just dirty. Oh no, oh God, all right. Try my clothes here. I guess I'll just wash them and hope for the best. I have another little piece of steel that is also 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch steel. 1/2 inch AR 500. As a matter of fact, that little piece of steel was the head off of this body that was blown off, I have no idea how long ago. And we're going to go ahead and set the head right in front of this piece of steel. So we're shooting through 1 inch of AR 500 to see if it actually penetrates. Let me go see if I can find that piece. All right, this right here is the head from that steel silhouette, also 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna lay these like on top of each other, and I'm gonna hit this, and hopefully the round will pass through both of these. Let's see how well that works out. I have no idea where these rounds actually hit, so I'm just gonna aim for the center of it. We are not very far away. Hopefully we'll be able to hit it. I'm gonna go ahead and tear up some of this grass because I got the steel thing sitting on the bottom. Yeah, I want to tear up some of that grass so we don't get any like keyholing or anything. I don't think we would, but just to be safe. All right, there we go. Now I have a pretty gosh darn clear view of that. I'm gonna go ahead, fire another one of our 7.7 Jap rounds at that. Let's see what happens here. All right, once again, I'm behind cover. You guys will not see me shoot, but I'm about to fire. Well, we hit it. Okay, cool. There's not a whole lot of recoil behind these. I have them loaded to 7.62 NATO spec, and they are 168 grain bullet. But I don't know. maybe it's because I'm winded, maybe I got some adrenaline going on or something like that. They just don't seem to be kicking as hard as I would expect them to. All right, let me go grab that. All right, this one did not penetrate. Look at that. It did not go through this steel. This might be the head off of that thing. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is a different kind of steel. Maybe this is like AR 550 and that's AR 500. I do not know. I have no clue. Do I hit it with another? I don't think I will. I'm gonna save these last 3 rounds that I have because that's all that I have. I'm gonna save those last ones for testing in the future. So there we go, guys. I guess that is our testing for today. We're gonna say, because that, I mean, it just smoked right through that one. It did not go through this one. This might be a harder steel. I think it's the same thickness. They both appear to be about a 1/2 inch. I thought that was the head off of that. Maybe it's not. So we're gonna call that AR 500 and this AR 550. I know I've had multiple steel targets out here. Maybe that's what we're looking at here. Maybe that's just a harder steel and it was just too hard for this stuff to pass through. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. I'm gonna go hunt down my hat. Like, subscribe, share. Description below is a link to all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. I will see you guys on the next episode. Been a little while since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garrett. It's a shame that bolt action shotguns aren't more mainstream.